Hello everyone, this is Enzo Eigen, the Alliance for Loki, and I want to make this video for Brian. And so, I don't make these videos too often talking about things outside the game or streaming, but definitely I feel like this one is warranted. And, Brian, of course, as I'm sure all of you who watch my channel know, is retiring from 4 Loki and definitely changing his approach to Marvel Contest of Champions. And I think he said all the reasons why. I don't need to expound on those at all, other than to say, like, I totally understand, totally agree. And, one thing that Brian has always preached is, like, make your own decisions in what you do in life, in the game. Really, he says in the game, but it really means in life. And I think he's incredibly true to that. As long as I've known him, he's always been one who does what he thinks is the best, and it's great. I mean, he doesn't compromise. He doesn't feel influence in a bad way. He certainly will do things to help other people or take suggestions, but he's not one who's going to, like, do something that he feels is inherently the wrong decision. And so I'm really proud of Brian. I think it's awesome, his choices. Was I surprised? Not really. I sort of could feel this coming, obviously, his videos and the way the game is changing. I mean, for good or bad, the game is a different game. And of course, I mean, a video game to last 7 years and still be relevant is quite something. And of course, every step of the way, decisions have to be made about the direction of the game, and those decisions aren't one that everyone are going to agree with. And so yeah, I think there is a lot of interesting things going on about how the game is going to exist in the next couple of years. And so yeah, but aside from all that, I don't want to talk about the game too much. I really want to talk about Brian Grant, the man. Brian, he's just been one of those icons of the game. There was Seaton and him, who really, I think, have absolutely been two of the icons that have really, like, influenced so many people. Whether you are just a player or a YouTuber like myself, many things that everyone's done is sort of related to them. Of course, they probably had those from watching other people too. It's all very circular, but still, I mean, both of them have incredible number of subscribers for their channel, which, I mean, compared to everyone else, I mean, there's very few who even come close. But even those next tiers, because I know how much Brian likes tier list, the next tier is pretty far away. And so yeah, it's pretty exceptional, the content and the subscriptions they have. And it's not by accident. I mean, I think Brian streams, it's such a great combination of, like, watching a person play a game and getting a lot of entertainment out of it because of the way he plays the game, his skill, his knowledge, his ideas. I also think some of his content is absolutely incredible. I mean, the quest for immortality was an amazing piece of creation, and it's almost impossible for me to even comprehend how much work it took. I mean, just the gameplay alone and getting that correct and edited probably took like 100 hours, and not even to mention everything else, the thought, the care, the narration that went into it. And so unbelievable skill. And Brian's streams, I mean, what can I say about his streams? They're just so much fun. Again, there's this, like, amazing blend of gameplay, humor, life lessons, all these rolled into one. And so yeah, it's going to be a really sad for me to not have Brian in the Alliance anymore. And like Brian said, he has left the Alliance when I was in it, and so I've had my experience with him not in it, and it really, to be honest, hasn't changed much. I feel like, of course, we chat a few times in line chat, but mostly our interactions are mostly on stream. And so, and that's sort of the way I want it, because we're both YouTubers, and that's, sort of our method of communicating with the world. And so, yeah, so I'm not too worried about losing touch with Brian Grant. I will say, though, that, it's just the amount of just love and respect for him is just almost immeasurable. You could see that in all the messages in our line chat. Like, so many people, of course, understand his decision, but from everyone, the outpouring of just paragraphs and paragraphs and paragraphs. I mean, our 4 Loki line chat is like, right now, a book of Brian. It's so much in it about him. And And yeah, the inspiration, like I would say, absolutely for me. He's inspired me to become a YouTuber. He's inspired me in many of the things, I've done in this game, and yeah, I think he's really one of those people that there's so many people look up to as just like a voice of this game and really the heart and soul of this game. And so yeah, I mean, so it is. It's yeah, I mean, it's tough, but also nothing lasts forever. And I'm very happy for Brian. I don't really want to think this as a sad time because I also feel like, it's a good time. I mean, of course, the game is not going to last forever, and none of us are going to last forever, and everything has to evolve. And I think, for Brian, I think, he's ready for that next whatever it's going to be. And it's a great time in his life to be ready for that next thing too, because he's done MCOC for a long time, and of course he's not leaving MCOC, and so it's not like he's going to disappear. But also, I think it's going to be a good opportunity for him to take his abilities and skills and knowledge, and see what else the world holds for him. And so yeah, I'm really excited for him. I'm really happy for him. I think I hope that we still can remain in touch, as time moves forward. But either way, it's going to be good. And yeah, no, I mean, of course, Cade came out and visited me after he had sort of retired from the game somehow. Maybe this is a good excuse for Brian to finally get on a plane with Laura to come to Switzerland, and then we can play around here. And yeah, that would be amazing. So anyway, though, I just, I feel like it was a chance to just, do what a YouTuber does and give my feelings on YouTube and talk about Brian Grant. And yeah, I hope all the best for him, and I'm really again excited to see what's going to come next with him, and what he's going to do with himself, because yeah, with everything that happens, there's always like new opportunities and new challenges. And so yeah, but I will miss him in 4Loki so much. Just I mean, like many people said, some of the reasons you want to come into 4Loki is because there was a Brian Grant in our alliance, and so whether his prestige was low or not, his call to many people, and of course when I watched it, even starting many years ago, he was in 4Loki, and it was always like this integral like what do you call it? Integral. I can't think of the English word. Integral something, where he was part of this alliance. And so yeah, I know he's never been, considered. He was never an officer except for maybe 1 minute, or maybe he's even leader for a couple minutes once. I remember some stream where that happened. But yeah, I mean, really, I think a lot of people think of 4Loki and Brian Grant, and so yeah, and he definitely was one of the reasons I wanted to get into 4Loki was because of him, and many others too. So okay, I feel like I'm going to say the same thing over and over again, which is can be summed up in the sentence, I love Brian Grant. And so that's all I need to say, and all the best, and I look forward to seeing you in my streams, and I'll be on your streams. So good luck to you, bon courage, Strukadir de Damen. I'm pushing my thumbs for you, and I'm sure I'll see you around in the YouTubeverse. Bye bye.